Moi, j'aimerais vous poser une question qui se rapproche justement du jeu des comédiens et de la technique employée. Donc en même temps, pour reconnaître les époques, est-ce que vous avez eu beaucoup de travail au niveau du scénario et ensuite c'est quelque chose que vous avez travaillé au tournage et à la post-production? Et puis les comédiennes, on disait tout à l'heure que vous étiez amusées. Est-ce qu'un film comme ça, on a une appréhension quand on va jouer des rôles aussi durs et aussi traumatiques? Donc voilà, c'est les deux questions que je voulais poser. J'espère que vous avez compris. Yes.
Donc je reprends en français.
Si vous voulez, oui.
Donc, je crois pour les acteurs, ou pour moi au moins, c'est toujours... ça m'intéresse de jouer des caractères qu'ils ont vécu en trauma, parce que ça m'aide à comprendre les différentes façons d'être un être humain. Et je passe à quelqu'un d'autre.
I'm not entirely sure if I got the question right, but did I understand it right? It was about how, if as an actor, I would be afraid of the trauma surrounding these characters. If I got that right, so what I thought was indeed very spooky, and I mean, there was a moment when we opened a box of photos, and some of these photos were from the house, indeed, right, and others were from a flea market or wherever they found it. From Dorf, okay. Well, the really spooky thing was that I can't even really describe it, but the atmosphere that house itself holds, and then having these photos, and I mean, actually what happened is indeed what happens when you see the film. There's ghosts going both ways, and I found it very affecting personally, and I remember that when I did that for the first time, putting these photos in some kind of order, I don't know exactly what happened, but I put one of these photos. You remember what happened? There was one of these photos which indeed was the lady who lived there, and I instinctively picked it up and put it in the front. And I thought that was super spooky and scary. It's so I think you can sense history, and it is impossible to not be affected, which is why I really believe that a room can hold the history of a family or the fate of a person. So I felt very affected, and I also completely agree with what you said before, Lena, that being close to that location all the time, it did half the job in a way. It was, yeah, you could sense the history of the location.
Question for Mascha and Fabienne about developing the look of the film, the extraordinary look